I knew that would happen. I knew I was running too far, and my videos only go so far, and then they cut out on their own. Okay, so the guy, he comes to help, and everything is just going along fine. Everything's going along fine. No arguments, no bickering, no trauma, no nothing. And everything I have, I get into the storage room. So now me and my son, this is when me and my son, we go downtown, we go into a mission. That's a whole nother story. I think I did videos on that on this page. And now we sleep outside, all kind of shit is going on, whatever. So now I go to my oldest daughter's house. I'm going to take a shower and wash my clothes. And by the way, she had community washing machines. Damn, my clothes came out so damn clean. I knew these machines, and they were not digital. So I knew no one could actually, it would be hard for them to get to these machines so that my clothes do not clean. I can go certain places, and they are digital, They can fuck with the machine, so your clothes do not come clean. They did me like that at Amy's. They did me like that at a lot of places. So, and Amy is the one that told me about the digital washing machines. So now I know why my clothes were not coming clean. So anyways, so I go there to my daughter's house. And my baby girl is staying with my oldest daughter because they need my daughters to be a surrogate parent for me. So my daughter says, Sharonda, she called me. And the first thing she says is that Bill said you left because you got into an argument with David and you said you didn't want to stay there with David anymore. And so my daughter began to tell Sharonda what happened. And Sharonda repeated it again. My daughter said exactly the way she repeated it at first, as though she was a recorder. And I told my daughter, why is she calling you? Oh, my phone had gotten broken. My phone was broke. My daughter had bought me a new phone. My baby girl had bought me a new phone. So Sharonda didn't. That gave her an excuse to not have my phone. And also, Sharonda bought me a lock to go on my door because I told her, I think someone's going in my room, And because I had bought some bras, I wore both my bras. They both fit just right. And then when I washed them, I put on my way in the door. I get ready to put on a bra and it was so small. I'm like, what, did it shrink? I look on the inside. It is a C cup. And I think that I buy the wrong bra. And then I think, no, I wore this bra. And that's when I found out they would come into your room, your house or whatever and change things. They had changed my motherfucking bra. I'm like, wow, I mean, you have to spend a lot of fucking time to target someone. So a lot of things that were going on, dealing with targeting individual, I'm like, these things cannot be. No one is going to spend all this motherfucking time targeting one person, especially me. Who am I? I'm nothing, I'm nothing, I'm nothing. Just had a bunch of children, work my ass off to be sovereign. That's the only thing. Other than that, I'm nothing. And that's nothing. So now, when she tells my daughter these things, right? I thinking and tell my daughter, Sharonda is in on the bullshit. Sharonda left. She quit taking my calls and everything once I got that money. I didn't even tell her I had the money. I just didn't call her, and she just didn't call me to say, okay, I'll take you tomorrow. I apologize, and I do apologize. But I told you I did have a lot of things to do this week. They still take up for her, just, pulling me around by my fucking nose. I'm telling you, Sharonda Walker fooled the shit out of me. And if someone else who knows Sharonda Walker hears this, I bet they'll say the same thing. Yeah, that nasty bitch. She fooled the shit out of me too. I bet you they would say that because I am not the only one Sharonda was running around stealing energy from. So now Sharonda is out of my life. I'm living in a tent or whatever. But she is in a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. And when I met her, That's where I was at. And this is why I say, you're good and you're bad. I don't give a fuck about either one. I am a targeted individual, and everyone is a suspect. If you are a targeted individual, everyone around you, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, I don't give a damn, because the way they can do things now with directed energy to get into your home, and especially if you have smart meters, they can really fuck you up. And they can get into anyone. They can get into you, to me. They can get into anyone. They are called walk-ins. And they also can do things by timer. Like certain things you watch on TV or certain music you listen to, even if you are not watching TV and the TV is on, certain commercials come on, they can program you to these things and you will be on a timer. The things that happen on TV or the commercial you saw, it may not happen right then and there. For some, it will happen right then and there. Like when I was watching Adjustment Brewer, they came in with the commercials or whatever. I've already did a video on that. They begin to adjust things right then and now. So some things can happen right then and there. Some things take months, some things take years. One brother, he was 45 years old. He woke up, he thought he was gay. It took 45 fucking years. So some things are like that. So anyone in your house can come against you. They will use anyone to come against you. Sharenda, she could have been on the wire, or she could have been a part of the shit all the way back in 1997, all the way back. Even before 1997, I moved in the house in 1996. And I'm thinking, oh, you know, I found this house. Then I found, no. You think you found that house? No. They found that house for you. That's why you are there. Just like here. They found this for me. This is why I am here. Other than that, no, I will still be in someone else's house, following someone else's rules. And it's not like, I'm not saying, oh, I don't appreciate you putting a roof over my head. However, I don't appreciate your rules being thrown on me, but I'm in your house. So if I am in your house, I must follow the laws of your house. And if I don't like the laws of your house, I'll do as I did before. I will walk the fuck out. That's anyone's house. I've left many people's houses because I did not like the rules. You know, and so, as I said, you know, you're good, you're bad. I don't give a fuck which one it is. It does not. I am the same way when it comes to both. I'm going to look at you. You know, the bad I already know to stay away from you. And the good, I know to keep my eyes on you, you know? So, this segment, it did go a lot further than the first one. And I do want to get back to Delia and Zay killing me, trying to kill me, and then beating me up, in Carmel kicking me in my ribs, which they still hurt today. And the funny thing is, during the day, like if I should stretch or move a certain way, it is though I will get a shock to my lower bottom rib. But at night, if I think to myself, okay, now I think I'll go to sleep. Or if I even say to my son, I say, I think I'll go to sleep now. All of a sudden, it hurts. So last night I was thinking about, you know, my ribs hurting. When I think about, it's time for me to go to sleep. And so I said, I want to see if me saying it's time for me to go to sleep is a trigger that will make my lower ribs hurt on the right side of my body. So I say it more than once. You know, like how you say Candyman, Candyman, Candyman. Fuck Candyman. You know, I'm not scared of him either. Right after the movie, I said it. My children was so scared. I said it. I turned along the lights out. I said it. I would say it every fucking day. Beetlejuice too. I'm not scared of that shit. It's TV. So I thought. So, I said last night. I said, I guess it's time for me to go to sleep. Well, I guess I'll put everything away and lay down and go to sleep. And then I say, I guess I'll lay down and go to sleep now. And my rib began to hurt so bad, like it did the first time I felt it. You know, that Saturday, the first time I felt it, around 6 o'clock. And I wondered, do they have me on a timer? And is me saying, okay, I guess I'll go to sleep now? Is that the trigger? I'm really getting into now, feeling as though that is the trigger. I also know they have me on a timer. See, when you program something into a machine, you can program someone's life into a machine, and you can program for something to happen to them when they get 45 fucking years old. Say now you are 26. And when you get 45, that shit will happen. That's what I mean. It's like a bomb. You know? And so, I know now that what Zay has done is programmed the shit, you know, because they don't give a fuck about what the fuck I say going to happen to his bitch ass. He don't give a fuck. He thinks that what I am saying is only a threat. I don't make threats. I don't make promises. Promises are meant to be broken. However, I know your time will be coming soon, Zay, if it has not started already. And I know, Zay, that you have already programmed certain things into a machine, so you do not have to sit there all day long. You already created the program. You need to go fix your program and have your program to stop hurting my lower ribs on my right side. You might want to go and do that. You also might want to tell Delia to kiss your ass. You might also want to, the ones who are going to come after Zelia, who she made the bet with, because now she's lost the bet. And she's going to get rid of you because you will be her sacrifice. You or Terry, one of you guys will be her sacrifice because she's not going down for this shit. That's why she have others around her. Call you comrades or allies or whatever the fuck you are, maybe even her friend. She's going to fry you to the end because she needs someone else to use as a sacrifice. However, Zay, my Abba says you are not, even if you stop programming me and you leave Delia alone, you're still going to be harmed, but maybe not by a Mack truck. And maybe so, I don't know. Because you and Delia together, you gave my Abba up as a sacrifice for money. Again. And I think normally Delia gives up men for sacrifices. However, I don't know, did she have a hat about with all my Abba's children in it, you know, because at peace, you know who pays their tithes, you know how much tithes they pay, you know who buys the books, you know who buys the video, you have all this shit on file. I guess I was one at the top for paying tithes. And then I got my children to pay tithes. And I even got Dimon Walking to begin to pay his tithes. He paid his tithes once. And then all the bullshit happened. I got my daughters to pay their tithes. And you know it. You know this shit. So you knew that I was still, or you thought that I was bringing others to my Abba, although I wasn't. You know, I only dealt with my children. That's why I had so many. You know, in my Abba, he said, for who will make war with the beast? You know, it was a feast. My Abba said this. I think it was the Feast of Tabernacles. I'm not for sure. And then my Abba said, here am I, a moral man. Send me. And remember, he said, send me. And the monitors were all around me. I saw my Abba all around me on the monitor. And I said, please do not send me. I do not want to go to these knuckleheads. I have my children so that I can raise a nation with my children. That's my tribe. That's my nation. I know my children will bring others in, to be the wives or to be the ishas or to be the husbands. I shouldn't use that word either because the United States and ban isn't the word husband. But I don't know the Hebrew word for it right now. So I know they will bring others in, but it will just be us. And we will be sovereign. I had it all. The goals, I set so many goals because someone had told me if you make plans, God will laugh at you and things will happen and this and that. Even with that, I wondered why, if I'm making plans to be prosperous or, to be a doer, then why would he want to fuck it up? So I just said it. I was young when I heard it, so I just began to set goals. And I was setting goals and making these goals to become sovereign. Me and my children were going to buy land. We already looked at the land in Texas. We had looked at the land years ago. It was still there. I would call periodically to see how much it was. When we looked at the land, I actually had enough money to pay for the land. But he did not have enough money to pay for, to pay for the pipes, for your water and your electricity, or if you're going to use gas. I did not have the money for that. And they're not going to put a trailer on your land without these things. And I did not think about, we can live in a tent with a generator and all that. I did not know these type of things. There were a lot of things I did not know because, as Frankie J said, you surely have lived a sheltered life. So I did not know what these things were. So, years passed, and then we moved from Texas to Florida, and all this shit happened. So I never got a chance to even hustle up the money for, the electricity and the gas and things to go. The Pink Triangle boys, they came in on me, and I know Delia / Carmel Israel had something to do with sending Richard, who is a Ricky Knight, and she knows about the Ricky Knight. She was there that night of the feast when my Abba spoke on the Ricky Knights, and she knows about a Ricky Knight. That's why she sent in a Richard, who they call Ricky, and he has an A for his middle name is Nate, so I call him Asshole, and his last name is Harmon. He is a man that will harm you, but the man on his name is MON, which is money. He is a popo, he is armed, and he will harm you for money. And I know that was Delia. However, me and my children, I had the plan set out. And we would do these things, and we would get one trailer. We used to go and look at trailers all the time. My children used to love going in there. And then they came with trailers that have a first and second floor. We went through those too. They were really nice, but I was not interested in them because I know about tornadoes and I know about trailers and tornadoes. And I did not want my trailer sitting up so high, We had planned all these things, and they have so many children, and now they have so many babies, and we will be sovereign right now today. I look back at my life from 1997 when CPS came in. I look back at that, and then I look how many steps I had got up after they knocked me down so far. Because a sovereign man, he picks himself up 7 times. And I was climbing the stairs. I was getting there. I was really getting there. And then, we were getting so close. I told my children, maybe we can, spot some land in here instead of packing everything up, going back to Texas. But they did not want to do that. They wanted to go back to Texas. So Texas, our land and our house shall be Texas. And so I did not get a chance to do that. And now, I'm on a walker and I might need to go into a wheelchair. I need the walker now, sometimes even to walk through this small apartment, you know. I told my son I might need a wheelchair. We went shopping the other day and the wheelchair is not getting in. So my children said, well, why don't you get in that little cart that Walmart has? And I just don't want to get any. You know, some I have this damn pride, you know, and that pride is going to break my motherfucking back. Because I have this pride. I don't want to sit in there. I don't want to be in a wheelchair, and I know I possibly need to get in one. And maybe I'll just wait till I break my motherfucking back. You know, and I really, really need it. I mean, I really, really need it. I cannot do anything without it. Then I'll get in one until I can, as long as I can work, and I do work through a lot of pain. I work through a lot of pain. Even last night, I slept through the pain, although I did take another glass of soda water, which I'm kind of skeptical about that because I know I'm only supposed to take one a day. But I took another glass of it. I quit taking the Tylenol a couple of days ago. Now I can take the Tylenol, sit down, I lay down, and I can hardly rest because even when I breathe in, it hurts when I breathe in, when I lay down. I can't turn on this side, I can't turn on that side. I did find a way that I could sleep, but it just feels like I'm just being shocked. But it's not like there's a pressure, like someone is pulling two of my ribs together, you know. It just feels like I'm being shocked, but I can deal with that. I take the Tylenol, 20 minutes, I'm knocked out. But I haven't taken the Tylenol in a couple of days because I don't like taking medicine like that. So I have not taken the Tylenol in a couple of days. And I just deal with the pain. I worked through the pain. And yesterday I had company and it was really, really cool. So this will go into perps and other things. And on the other one, I said something in man, let me see. And so now this video, I did not see that. So now this video is gone 22 minutes in, and it will be in between the first one of the program perps and other things until you get to this one. And this one will probably be however many videos, 5 or 6. And it says this is the third vid. The second one disappeared. So the second one disappeared. So now I wind up doing all these. It will go in with the program, perps, and other things. Shit talker. Out.